just like last time, we've got 3 games that we're going to play. The first game we're going to play Lucky 7.
Ooh.
Do you know how Lucky 7 works? It's a very famous Price is Right game.
I don't recall, to be honest.
All right, so it's going to start out where I am going to give you $7. And at the end of this game, you need to have $1 at least left to be able to buy the car, because the prize on Lucky 7 is always a new car.
New car.
But in this game, it is a JPEG image of Eddie Van Halen's car.
All right,
because this is, it has got to be rock and roll themed for Guns N' Radio.
So this is the car that inspired the song Panama, basically.
Oh, hell yeah. And it is a 1972 Lamborghini Mara SL or SV or SJ, S something. I didn't write it down in my notes as properly as I should have. What does that cost? Now, I got this price from a recent sale. Okay. So there's only so many of these made. Every one of them's different. This is just the one I found on Google. I'm going to give you 2 digits for free.
All right.
And there they are, 00. And here's how Lucky 7 works. You're going to start out by guessing the first number in the price. Okay. And you've got $7. So you need to have money left over, because at the end, and if you guess like a 3 and it's a 4, you lose $1. If you don't want to spend all $7. So what is the first digit?
I'm going to go with 1.
Go with 1?
Yeah.
All right, let's see what we got. It's 4.
God damn.
So that's $3. You have $4 remaining, Chris.
All right.
I don't want to be careful here.
Shit. Okay, if the 1's not the first one, then it has to be... do I want to say so?
It's up to you, man.
I'm going to go with a 2.
A 2?
Yeah. I'm thinking it's at least 4.2 maybe here. I'm trying to think.
Okay, well, let's find out. Hey! Right on!
Good.
All right. Good job. It was a 2.
All right.
Okay. 3 more to guess and still $4 to spend. But I'd still be careful, because $4 isn't a lot in this game. So what is the next digit?
Fuck it, I'm going to go with a 1 again.
You're going to go with a 1?
Yeah.
And that is all $4.
Damn
so
it.
You did not win Lucky 7. I'm sorry. But let's see. So Eddie Van Halen's 1972 Lamborghini Miura is worth, or at least one like it, has sold for $4,257,006. Well, that's a hard game. Lucky 7 can be a hard game. It can be kind of unforgiving. But Lucky 7's a hard game, so this next one should be fun, because the next one is another Price is Right classic called Easy as 1, 2, 3. I'm going to show you 3 prizes.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you a little description about all 3. You need to rank these from most expensive to least expensive. So the first one we have Justin Timberlake's half-eaten French toast.
What the fuck?
Somebody did buy that.
Crazy white people be buying the most dumb shit ever.
Number 2, we have Elvis Presley's gold tooth straight out of his mouth.
His dead fucking carcass.
Yep, that actually sold in auction in 2020 when, we should have been a little more worried about germs, I guess.
Yeah, do you think Elvis's gold tooth started the pandemic?
Could have. You extracted it out of the corpse. It released some kind of, like in those old horror movies where like they open a tomb or some shit.
Yeah, it's like a portal to hell, like it's due.
Yeah. Finally, the last one is a Britney Spears half-eaten sandwich. I couldn't find a good picture of the half-eaten sandwich, but some reason quadruple decker bologna seems very Britney Spears to me.
I mean, if it was 07 Britney, she wouldn't give a fuck, so I bet you there.
Okay, so the first number I'm going to ask you to place is the 1. And that's going to be, which one of these three things do you think is the most expensive? Now, remember, these sold at auction,
Okay.
and weird fucking people bought these.
Weird people with silly money.
They all three sold.
Okay. So the most expensive thing for me, I'd say, is the Elvis Gold Tooth.
The Elvis Gold Tooth, okay. So you're putting the 1 on Elvis's Gold Tooth. Okay, so now you've got a 2. So what is in the middle? What do you choose for number 2?
Well, I mean, sandwiches are pretty easy to make. I mean, French toast requires work. So I'm like, uh... I was gonna say, where's the context?
It is a quadruple decker bologna sandwich. I'm just saying.
That's true, but you can make that at home.
So what were you asking about context?
I'm like, when were these items on sale for, and like, do they know like
I don't know
from
about
what time period?
I don't know about one of them. One of them was sold in 2006, and I believe one of them was sold sometime after that.
Okay, so yeah, because Justin and Brittany were both pretty big in 06 and afterwards, so.
I'll say it was sometime in the 2000s because I remember hearing about both of these. I just don't remember when.
We're going mid-aughts.
Yes.
So Justin would have been huge because he showed Janet Jackson's boob a couple years ago before I went on auction. So he was still hype on that. I think he had an album in 06.
Okay.
So he's a pretty big deal then.
You're going to go with the French toast for number 2?
I think I'm going to go with French toast. Yeah, I would say so, because then Britney didn't peak until like 07 and beyond.
Okay, so that means Britney Spears' half-eaten sandwich is number 3. Let's see if you won or not, because they all three have to match up perfectly. So here we go. Hey! Yes, you did.
There we go.
You did match everything up perfectly. Elvis's Gold Tooth was the most expensive. It sold for $10,000.
God damn.
Justin Timberlake's half-eaten French toast was number 2. It sold at $3,154. And Britney Spears' half-eaten sandwich sold for $520 in 2006. I couldn't find an exact date on the French toast one. I probably could have had I looked, but I really didn't look. So
yeah. I feel like Justin Timberlake stayed more relevant, I think, even after like that mid-aughts still too.
Last week on the show, we had our buddy Mason came into the studio and joined us. When he was here, he accidentally left his credit card behind.
Oh, shit.
So this next game is called Credit Card, and you're going to go shopping in our local record store, a.k.a. Walmart. I'm going to show you 5 albums that you can buy right now off the Walmart app because that's where I price checked all of this stuff. But first, let's see what Mason's credit card limit is.
All right.
Drum roll. You have $42.47 to spend. You cannot spend a dime more than a penny more than $42.47.
God damn, you're broke, man.
But you have to buy 3 albums out of these 5. All right. So you have Michael Jackson's Thriller. All right. You have Rumors by Fleetwood Mac, Legend by Bob Marley, Nirvana, Nevermind, and Purple Rain.
Purple Rain. I'll probably go with the Bob Marley one because I see that thing friggin' everywhere, and it's a greatest hits album, so it'll probably sell for cheaper.
All right. The Bob Marley one.
Yeah.
We've ran into an error on the calculation. Hang on one second.
I was going to say, we're talking CDs, not vinyl here.
Oh, this is vinyl.
Oh, fuck, then that's different.
Okay, upon further review of the math.
Oh, God.
I did the math wrong for some fucking reason. I don't know. I was pretty high earlier. You actually
I was going to do this segment, but then I got high.
You actually get to spend $65.47.
All right, yeah, because vinyl. I mean, these things are like $25 each.
Sorry about that. $65.47 is your spending limit, and let's see. I'm gonna ring this one up real quick. Bob Marley's Legend Special Edition cost $23.73. You have $41.74 to spend.
All right.
What will you choose next?
I'm gonna go with Michael Jackson's Thriller because I mean that is the highest selling album of all time. So I mean they're probably still just like throwing copies out for like cheap, anyways. Who knows?
All right, let me ring it up for you real quick. $19.97. You now have a remaining balance of $21.77. All right, and you get to choose one last record.
I think with that though, I'm gonna go with Fleetwood Mac then.
Fleetwood Mac.
Yeah, I could be wrong, but I have a gut
You
feeling.
had a remaining balance. Let me ring it up for you. You had a remaining balance of $21.72. Fleetwood Mac costs $22.97. You're over by $1.20.
Son of a bitch.
The correct answer was Thriller, Purple Rain, and Bob Marley Special Edition. You had 2 out of 3. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it. For Guns and Radio, Price is Right.
It was pretty fun, actually. You know what?
Yeah?
It's pretty fun. I did better the first time, but it's all right.